First, we need whiskey because
we do.
Because 3 hours later and a trip to Walmart after a cord that didn't do anything. I will say, however,
it's a fancy cord though.
It is a very nice cord. Yes, it is. So we decided for me to go with. I hate that word, but okay.
What? We don't have to. We can go with this one.
I do kind of like that one. But I don't know. So Chuckles is my sensitive side, I guess.
You have one of those?
Not that I've ever found. Oh, but I'm sure it's there.
Buried deep, deep down? Yeah, under AR parts?
Never have enough AR parts.
You cannot.
Only thing, maybe talk a wee bit louder. All right, sound guy. He's going to fix that right now.
It's 100%. We just got to scream at this thing or move it closer to us. Put in the chat. Is that any better?
Is that better? Hello? Can you hear me? Can you hear me now? I can hear it coming out of there now.
I can hear it coming out of there now too, so that's better. Sweet.
All right. 3.5
systems
hours
issues fixed. That was way easier than the rest of all of our issues.
Yeah, it really was. This has been awesome. Been fun though. I mean, it's an adventure.
But we've started.
We started something.
Just like that. Get down on the microphone. Bet you'd like to see that.
Yeah, that's totally absolute. Well, it might happen eventually. I'm not saying it's not going to, but enough of this, and you'll try anything once, maybe twice. Cheers. I love bourbon.
That's really good.
It is good bourbon. And every bottle benefits veterans. And it's bottled in Moore, Oklahoma. Didn't know that, did you?
I did not.
Yeah.
I did not. So,
What?
What are we going to talk about?
Whiskey, guns, bullets, anything Second Amendment, and some things not Second Amendment. I guess what about 3 years ago we've decided to do this.
Something like that.
About three and a half years we've decided to all get together and start what we call Gnome Tactical, and you'll understand why when you see the third member of the party that's not here tonight. He is our mascot.
He will be in later videos.
Oh, absolutely.
And streams if we can ever get the time right.
Yeah. Can we get him to wear a gnome costume?
I don't think that we have a choice. He has to wear a gnome costume. He is the mascot.
Or it's going to be a very interesting video of us getting him in that costume.
Where would the NFL teams be without their mascots in their mascot suits?
Love you, Jeremy. So, anyway, I am Charlie. Chuckles, AR Charlie. I have so many nicknames, I have to write them all down. I'm not kidding. I really have to write them down. Just be Boo.
Yup.
Computer tech. The video guy. Yes. But it's in his other bag.
It is in the other bag currently. That bag will be here next weekend when we continue to do these things. So,
because the idea is a lot of discuss firearms, take them apart, clean them, show you how to maintain those, how to be safe with those, the 4 basic rules of firearm safety that somebody could have really not done here a little while back before he created a whole lot of bad things because he didn't follow 2 of those rules. And now somebody is no longer on this earth and somebody else is injured, and we never want to see that. Because firearms are tools. They are fun. Stupid people, not so much when it comes to firearms. You pass out?
No, I was letting you talk.
He's lightweight. I'm kidding.
Yeah,
He's not.
that's what it is.
I'm the lightweight, really. I'm Irish.
I'm also trying to just manage. So yeah, a lot of Second Amendment. We might even get into some 3D printing and guns and Second Amendment.
Tech guy.
And how that affects you and what is okay to print, what is not okay to print, and what being able to print means, and what you need to watch out for and be careful with if you choose to do the 3D printing of guns and gun parts. We'll go through all the nuances of that as far as what you can and can't do or should and shouldn't do. In no way are we lawyers or politicians. If we offer any information, advice, anything like that on this stream, in these videos, we are not giving you legal information as far as you can take this and go do something and then say, oh, but these dudes on Twitch said this.
Because
we need to go ahead and make that a little addendum, get that out there. We are not lawyers. We are not legal people. These are our opinions, our reviews, our honest, I'll give you opinions, but that is what they are, is our opinions, not actual legal advice.
Yes, because we will replay all this to where we give you this disclaimer because, like I said, these are our views and our opinions. It's things that we like, we enjoy of the Second Amendment. And we encourage everyone to look into that amendment and really see what it stands for. As far as it makes me nervous when a government entity says, I can take care of you better than you can yourself, and they can't even make a full speech, if you get what I'm saying about that. Plus, why would you want to disarm a populace from the legal firearm owners versus the bad guys that have said firearms that they would turn in if there was, we had to turn them all in, they would be the first ones in line. So, yeah, that makes me nervous when the government says, hey, you don't need this particular firearm. Why don't I? Well, it's a weapon of war. No, it's not. It's a semi-automatic rifle that you literally have to pull the trigger to get a round to go off. Reset the trigger, pull it again to get another round to go off. We don't have assault rifles. Those, you can't buy those if you're like us, unless you have special licensing. And then again, they're very expensive. So,
what is the difference between an assault rifle and an AR-15? Which AR in AR-15 does not, in fact, stand for assault rifle. Just throwing that one out there. But that's something that a lot of people probably don't know the answer to. It's a fuzzy gray area. What is the difference between an assault rifle and an AR-15?
Well,
because that, more often than not, is what is classified as an assault rifle.
Well, I think what they're looking for is the full automatic term that the military uses in the M4. They do look a lot alike, but they function completely different. To me, I don't even think that the M4s, I guess they're technically assault rifles. To me, assault is a verb. It's an action. It's not a thing. If I decide to get a hammer and hit you with it, it is then an assault hammer. But it's basically the difference is full automatic versus a 3-round burst versus the fact that we have one pull, one bang, or if you have what they call a binary trigger, you get 2 bangs per 1 trigger pull on a release. But, it's things that people kind of mislead, and the media is really good at that. Like you'll hear the term that there's no such thing as a full semi-automatic. There's only semi-automatic. There's no full. And if you're one of those that believes that there is such a thing, please research it. I'm not going to call you a bad name. I'm not going to say that, you're stupid, or I'm just going to say educate yourself on these weapons instead of saying we need to ban those because they are weapons of, what's that, war that they like to use a lot? And they call AR-15 a weapon of war.
Yeah.
Well, if you've ever shot an M4 or a fully automatic M16 or something like that, you would understand real quick the difference. They take the same ammunition, they look the same, but there's a lot of differences when you look at the way they're constructed, the way they operate. Because I have shot full auto, it's interesting. I'm not going to say it's not fun because it really is a lot of fun. But with today's ammo prices, you can spend a lot of money real fast. I like semi-automatic. I really do. I can control it. I can work this finger and have a lot of fun. Stay on target. You see people alter their weapons. Like right now, we have rare breed and wide open triggers that are getting bombarded with the ATF, by the way, who is not even doing this through the court system. They're just saying they're going to do it if they are doing it. Because the media, you gotta love them.
Yeah, we sure do.
I don't know. But we wanted to get on here and start letting people know that I'm going to get bulletproof, not really say, I guess, the word I'm trying to think of, plate carriers, things of that nature. We're going to test these products. We're going to purchase them. That way we can give a full, honest review. Does it work? Does it not work? Will it work? Will it not work? How comfortable is it? How heavy is it? We're going to find pants, wear those pants, tell you if we like them, don't like them. We're going to buy shirts. We're going to find combat shirts and run through those and see if they fit, breathe. See if we can tear them, cut them up. They burn, don't burn.
Optics.
Oh, yes. We're going to have a lot of fun with different optics.
Attachments, things of that nature.
We reload a lot of our own ammo to shoot due to the ammo prices, for one, and two, I like to be able to control what kind of powder I use and what weight of projectile and what kind of projectile that I use. And because, I think last gun show, 1,000 rounds of 9mm was $6.99, I think, is most of the tables I saw it at. And I can reload 1,000 rounds of that for about two and a quarter. It's not great like it used to be, but when you want to go out and run 1,000 rounds through a new pistol or a new AR-9 or whatever you want to do with it. Plus, like I said, I control the bullet. I can control what I put in it, what kind of primer, different brass links, whatever. There's a lot that goes into it. We'll get you into the reloading side. Show you that it's a lot of fun, but you have to be very careful or you can overcharge a cartridge, undercharge it. One of the worst things you want to do is undercharge it and you put one bullet about halfway down your barrel and you send another one right behind it. That could be bad.
Yep.
Because the word hand grenade, pretty much.
Yes. You do not want to turn your handgun into a hand grenade or your rifle into a hand grenade because it doesn't hurt other people, just you.
And even if it doesn't hurt you, depending on what weapon you explode, you're probably going to cry like I would. It's kind of like this one. If I exploded that one, then with the Trijicon that's on it, it's about $1,700 gone bye-bye. And yes, I would cry. Like I was 5 years old. I would lay down and bawl and cry for about 10 minutes and go buy another one, I guess. Ish. Can I borrow some money? No. Okay.
Sure. Yeah. Gotta move a few things around.
You have to donate plasma to go buy bullets.
Gotta go sell my truck.
For the right gun, I would do that.
Yeah.
Well, I would sell your truck.
I'd sell a kidney.
We have 2 of those, so
Exactly.
hey, between us we have 4.
If we're the right blood type. We can cut one in half, sell three, and we can each live on a half.
I'm down.
We'll put that in another video.
Kidney removal. Yeah, okay. Hey, Jeremy, I'll earn $20.
We also have a guy working on a logo or brand for Gnome Tactical. Once we have that completed, we're going to be putting that on t-shirts, stickers, things of that nature. It will definitely be going up on the stream as far as the actual logo. And at least two of the three of us are going to do video of getting that tattooed on us. So we all have that to look forward to, because who doesn't love a good tattoo?
I love them.
Same.
As you can see.
I don't have near as many as AR Charlie here, but
Well, you know.
I really do want to get there. And this will be the first step, because we're dedicated.
Yes, and the we will be streaming those tattoos getting put on us. Not at the same time, of course, because one tattoo artist can't split himself in half, even though Dylan, my tattoo artist here in Fort Smith, Arkansas, and he has done every tattoo I've got, is designing this for us. So we're going to incorporate him tattooing it on me. And if we get enough views and enough this and that or whatever, I might even let y'all pick where. Of course, it would have to be an open spot somewhere, depending on how big the tattoo is. But it could be a lot of fun, because I'm pretty much down for anything for tattoos. And you can ask anybody that knows me, including my artist or my wife, I sleep and snore through my tattoos. So you have to trust your artist, especially if you sleep. Because I snore. Even during the rib piece, I was like borderline snoring.
I couldn't imagine that. I mean, I did fall asleep for half a second on my calves when I was getting those done.
What's even better is I'm an insomniac. I don't sleep well unless I'm getting tattooed. Then I sleep very well.
We just need to keep tattooing you.
Yes, I'm to the point that I can't get them removed. I love all my tattoos, but it'd almost be like, okay, can we remove it just to put it right back on so I can sleep? Whatever. Oh, that's so good.
It is much better than Crown, like you said.
Yes, and like I said, the company is veteran owned. They do a lot for our veterans, and I love our military. I love our veterans. I don't necessarily support wars, but I will always support them in fighting it. And if you wonder how people value the American military, watch the videos that you don't see on some major news networks. You know the ones of the Afghan people trying to leave with our military. Hundreds, thousands, tens of thousands, cramming in, climbing walls to try to get on what few airplanes that are leaving that they can get on. The military over there did a great job in building relationships with a lot of the people. A lot of those people over there are very good people. I think if you find those videos and watch them, you'll see just how much they appreciated our military being there, doing what they were doing. We brought our military home, and I'm kind of upset because our government left behind so many thousands of automatic weapons that we can't possess, but they left them there for the terrorists that are trying to kill us to have. They didn't destroy them, they just had to leave them. But we can't have full auto in this country.
No, of course
without
not.
a
That
lot
would
of
make too much
paperwork.
sense.
Yeah, without a lot of paperwork and bunches of money for licensing. And you can own full automatic weapons pre-1986, but they're very expensive because there's a limited number. When the ban hit, we're talking a lot of money. Plus, tit for tat. I like it. I like single action. I like double action. I love semi-automatics. I love single shots. Firearms are fun. They're tools. They're like a mechanic's tools. They're a tool. You use them to hunt, to gather food, to practice, to shoot competitions, to carry to, if you have a concealed carry like we both do, and our instructor, Tim Garrett with High Caliber Radio, he's been an instructor since 1995 in this area. We carry our weapons. We don't flash them. We don't brandish them every time. We're not one of those people that want to walk through a fast food place or a restaurant just to show that we have a gun on us.
You'll never know we're carrying one.
Hence the word concealed.
You would be surprised how often that doesn't mean that to people.
Yes, I've seen many. Like we went to a very popular chicken place here in Fort Smith one day for lunch. My wife and I went to Chick-fil-A, and a gentleman who, I mean, it's his Second Amendment right. He was carrying, but what he was carrying and the way he was carrying it kind of made me kind of unnerving and uneasy for the type of holster he had the weapon in. He had several magazines in his back, which to each their own. A vertical knife sideways on the. I mean, he had enough stuff to. He looked like a police officer that wore nothing but a pair of. What kind of shorts am I trying to say these are?
Cargo?
No, they wasn't cargo. They were like the old gym teacher shorts used to wear.
Oh, board shorts?
Yes, that's them. And I'm not talking about a regular belt. It was a tactical belt. Locked
On
around.
board shorts.
Yes. And the bad part about it is the holster that he had it in, I was literally behind him. I could have easily just reached over and slid the pistol out of his holster, and he might have known it was gone because there was no retention on it. You could just tell by the holster. Don't be one of those. Conceal your weapon. Don't. Yes, we are a constitutional carry. You can open carry. State of Arkansas, it's kind of a gray area the way I look at it, but if you want to do that, it's you. Do your thing. To me, I would rather not be a target if somebody decides to start shooting and they look and, oh, there's a guy with a gun. Bang, he's dead, and I've got my gun and his. We all have different feelings. And like I said, these are my views. They're his views. They're not yours. If you do like concealed carry or if you rather open carry, I mean, ask a question, leave a statement. We're not going to belittle you. We're not going to berate you. We're here for anybody that supports the Second Amendment in whichever way that you do, because it is a very important freedom that a lot of people want to say that the First Amendment is the most important. To me, no. To me, all freedom hinges on the second. Because the minute we have no way to defend ourselves at all against government, and contrary to what you believe, they do not have our best interests at heart. That's why we work so hard to make anywhere between $20,000 to $60,000 a year, to where they make millions of dollars a year off of our taxes, and they live in bigger houses and drive better cars and have better vacations. But they're here for us. No, they're not. It's because when the Second Amendment, if it ever does fall, you will see slowly or even quickly every freedom we enjoy stripped away, because they know that they can do whatever they want to do, because we no longer have the means to uprise. And I hate to say that because I don't think we ever will have to do what we did with England. Plus, what stops you from, my family's hungry, I can go hunt, try to harvest a deer, process the meat, and have 100 pounds of meat. You can't go spend the money to buy the meat. You can at least have a rifle and a bullet and feed your family or defend yourself, because there are bad people that want to steal what you have, and they will not gently open your door and sneak in.
No.
It itches. I don't have enough hair for it to itch, but it does. What else we gonna do?
Let's see. Talk about Second Amendment stuff. Do reviews on guns, gun products, accessories, reviews. Talk about cleaning guns and proper cleaning techniques, maybe, or at least the cleaning techniques we like to use. Not to say that what you're doing isn't proper, but maybe we've got something that you haven't thought of or you've been curious about.
Right.
Um,
I have the friends that believe that, and I can see that. I mean, I'm not one of those that clean my guns every time I go to the range and come home, because to me, the weapon should. I mean, you should be able to shoot 2,000-3,000 rounds through your pistol and not have to strip clean it every time unless you just want to. There's a couple of my ARs that have a lot of rounds to them, and I haven't cleaned them yet. I might or might not do that.
we could do a video on that.
We could, because you can actually strip the bolt carrier down and clean each piece, and the name Gnome Tactical. My wife is sending me messages from the bedroom. Name Gnome Tac.
Gnome Tac?
Gnome Tac. See, it sounds cool if you say G-Tac. G-Tac.
Yeah, but then nobody knows that we're talking about a short, bearded man. And when we say Gnome Tactical, that is, in fact, exactly what we are talking about.
Yeah, and, since there's a little bit of a story that goes with this, and since my wife likes, texting me while we're doing this, we'll tell you how we come up with the name Gnome Tactical, and it is quite funny, and my wife was about 15 shades of red, which she's probably about to turn red in the bedroom she's watching this in, so here you go, honey. Okay. We work security at gun shows for Fort Smith Gun and Knife Show. We do about 4 of these a year. Myself and my wife, we stay overnight there to watch the place, and I work security during the day and at night. Her first ever gun show, she was taking money at the door for the entry, and she needed for me to go give a message to Jeremy, the third member of our triad of G-Tac, Gnome Tactical.
The mascot.
The mascot, but we say that with the highest regard because we absolutely love Jeremy.
Oh, yeah.
We wouldn't trade the world for him.
No.
He will give you everything he's got and go get you anything you ever ask for. But he is, he has the appearance of a gnome. I mean, he's got the long pointed beard, about the right height. He's probably the grumpiest, nicest gnome you'll ever have. Matter of fact, his nickname is Grim Greenwood. You'll get to hear about all this. But anyway, my wife was in the back where we sleep, and we set our area up. She's like, I need to go up there and tell the guy something, and I don't remember his name. I'm like, honey, there's 3 of them up there. Which one of them? Oh, I don't know his name. I'm like, can you describe him? And she looks at me and says, the one that looks like a garden gnome. You could have hit me in the head with a hammer as far as my eyes opening up and grinning. And she realized what she had said and knew what I was about to do. And I'm a big guy. I don't run very well. But I basically was at a walk so fast I was about to run to the front to tell Jeremy what my wife had said, because it was funny. And one, we'd never thought of that before. But she did not know that Jeremy and I had literally known each other for 15, 20 years. And we've worked together before in the relationship that we have, that we can literally say anything to each other at any time. So here I am through the gun show, and I'm pretty much running. And there is a wife behind me who is glowing about 15 shades of red, knowing that she cannot head off this freight train that's fixing to hit the wall and explode. So I get up there and I say, Jeremy, you have a new nickname. Compliments of my wife. And she's like, oh God, oh God, oh God. I said, you're now the gnome. You are the gnome. And he just like, come on. And if you know Jeremy, you would know the look that he gave, and he just started grinning and laughing, and my wife pretty much melted behind me because I could not contain myself. And it wasn't 30 minutes later, we're all talking right before the gun show kicks off, and we have to open the door and let people in. We are talking about starting Gnome Tactical because we all love the Second Amendment. Are we tactical? Hell no. We're opposite of tactical, probably. We do practice firearm safety. We shoot a lot. We get together a lot. But
we can spell tactical.
We can.
I mean, we got it on here at least.
Well, that's a spell check.
We can spell check tactical.
But anyway, Gnome Tactical was born. What?
She was saying you hauled ass, and she was mortified.
Yes, it was great. But we literally sat there, and Gnome Tactical was born, and we're like, we need to do this. And every gun show we'd get together, which is 4 times a year, we need to do this, we need to do this. Well, this time we decided we're going to do this. We're going to do this on Twitch. We're going to start incorporating where we play video games. We're going to have it on YouTube. We're going to go shoot guns, like he said, review products, shoot different ammos. We're going to reload our ammo and go buy factory ammo, and we're going to chronograph those. That's what you measure how fast the bullet is traveling. I will say make sure your rifle is sighted in, because you can find a lot of videos where people actually shoot their chronograph because they think the rifle is sighted in, and it's not. But
it's always fun.
No, well, it would be if it wasn't mine.
I mean, it'd be fun to watch somebody else to write theirs, yeah.
But Gnome Tactical was born, and there's, we've got other people that are coming in. We've got another friend, Shipley, that helps us out a lot, and we got Hambone, and there's going to be a lot of nicknames. You're going to have to, but there'll be people coming in from time to time. We're going to do some stuff with veterans and go see them and get together and shoot, and try to give them a few things, because, like I said, we love our veterans. They fought for our freedoms, and they're a lot of the reason the Second Amendment is still in there, and other freedoms that we love, and freedom to get tattoos, freedom to go buy your favorite fast food, and a lot of freedoms, a lot of boots on the ground, the reason we have it, and we love them. And what else can we tell on? I had a lot of stories on Jeremy that you will hear. Of course,
we're gonna have to save those.
Well, the problem is he has a lot of them on me too, and I'm sure he'll get revenge, and I will sit there and
some of them
absolutely take every bit of it
when he tells them himself.
Yes, he is a great storyteller. In fact, he's so animated, and I know trigger words to get him even more. We say the word stimulated to tell his story. Sometimes it ends with a few F words and a couple of other,
colorful language.
Yes, thank you. Like, I, for one, I'm not a big, I don't cuss a whole lot. I don't. Lightning's about to fly through the roof and light my ass up, but I cuss a lot, unfortunately. I try not to.
If you could put a sailor and a truck driver together as far as cussing and foul language is concerned, that would be me.
Yeah.
That would be me.
You can, my wife loves the things that I come up with and say, because I come up with some pretty outlandish phrases from time to time. I've been asked a lot of people, like, did you just say what? I'm like, yes, I did. We are, yes. There's a reason Tim likes us to work his gun shows as far as our language and our professionalism, I guess you would say. We're professional.
We can be. I wouldn't say that we are all the time, or even some of the time, but we do know how to be. And I think one of the main reasons why we have done the shows for Tim for so long is because we do exactly what he wants us to do, what we're there to do. We make sure that the guns are safe, guns coming in are checked, zip tied, no live ammunition gets past us. We don't take no for an answer. We are very steadfast in what we are there to do. We don't let anybody get away with anything stupid. We
Unless
have a
it's one
job
of
to
us.
do.
Unless it's one of us. Yeah.
We do stupid stuff all the time, except when it comes to gun safety.
Yes, we've never.
But I mean, we're there for a reason, and we take that seriously, and that's why Tim likes us doing these shows. And we've been doing them for 10 years.
Yeah.
Somewhere in there. A while.
A
long while.
To the and I liked what he brought up, at these gun shows, no matter where you go. I say that the ones I've been to, there's absolutely no live ammunition unless you're working the gun show for the promoter. We actually have 4 huge signs on 4 doors, and every gun show we have at least 3 or 4 that bring in loaded magazines or loaded weapons, and they get upset when we say you have to take it back to your car. Why? Because the insurance doesn't allow you to have it. Take it back to your car. And my wife gets to witness all this every gun show, because she's like, there's signs on the door. I'm like, yes, but and I'm guilty. I don't read every sign, but because it's dangerous. It really is dangerous. You'd be surprised how many people just forget, or for just a split second, and don't go by the 4 main rules. And last time I checked, when a bullet is fired, there's no bringing it back. You can't hit a rewind button. You can't hit a.
You can't. They don't have those like time stopper watches where you just rewind a little bit.
If we get those, I want
one. The wife says another thing at the shows, we do inevitably, while we have the ones that are not reading signs and leave live ammo in their guns when they bring them in, we also have the ones that come in, since we do apparently have to ask every single person that comes through this door, since they don't read the signs.
I know where this is going.
If they are bringing any guns in to be checked and make sure there's no live ammo, we mostly say, are you bringing any firearms in?
For a reason.
If we don't, and occasionally one of us will slip up, or if somebody's assisting us, they will say, are you bringing any guns in? And as the wife here has said, we inevitably have at least one every show that says, just these. So,
what I just thought would be some funny shit to do? Next time one of them says just these, we zip tie about his arm in 4 different places to the point that he can't get them off, and say, we checked your guns.
That'd be fun.
That'd be great. I'm down. You down? I'm down.
We do have those big long zip ties too, so we should definitely do this at the next show.
Yes. We've never thought about that. Zip tie his arms to the point it's hurting.
She agrees.
Because, and it's always, and it's not the big buff guys that do it either.
No, it's usually the scrawny, middle-aged dads in jean shorts and Hawaiian floral shirts. Yeah, jorts and Hawaii shirts are the majority cause of the flex gun joke that is not funny after 10 years of gun shows.
Because I have seen everybody and I've seen bigger noodles and packs of spaghetti than the arms we usually see when somebody says that. It's probably the same guy that puts on the Hawaiian shirt or the tank top and asks his wife, I look buff in this, and she lies and says, yes, you do, and lets him leave the house thinking that. Don't do that. Don't be that wife.
So we've been streaming for about 43 minutes currently.
No shit.
Yeah. We've managed to talk about absolutely nothing, but
rambling on,
fairly informative and waste enough time. This is what we were concerned with, and
we had to.
Apparently, we're good about bullshitting.
We had to pop our proverbial cherry, I guess, as far as twitching, and because I'm a photographer, I've been published in a lot of different magazines. But I'm never on this side of the camera for a reason.
I'm fat, so I hate being on this side of the camera.
You know what? We're not fat. Damn it. We have stocked up for the zombie apocalypse. When all the food runs off, we're going to live longer than you skinny people.
That's right. I'm not fat. I have thick blood.
never thought about that.
Sounds great to me, right?
We've over here big boned. I'm like,
Yeah,
well,
big bone. No, that one's old. Everybody
well,
knows what that means. Thick blood.
yeah. I mean, I put on the wrong shirt, and my wife, she wants to slap me and laugh every time because I say I look like a can of exploded biscuits. If you don't know what that term is, go buy you a can of biscuits at, whatever retailer you like to use and hit them on the counter. Then you'll understand real quick what I'm talking about.
So yeah, the basic rundown, just kind of a recap. We're going to be doing a lot of talking about Second Amendment issues, Second Amendment rights, going over some of the things we hear in the news. We are fortunate enough to live in a free state, so we don't have a lot of the same issues and restrictions that other states seem to have. Doesn't mean we can't talk about them. So as we see it, if we think it sounds
going to talk about
ridiculous enough that we need to bring it up and talk for 45 minutes about it, then by golly, we're going to.
Because this is our stream where we basically sip and yak or talk or whatever word you want to use.
This was the introductory Sippin Whiskey. Tell a little bit about who we are. Future videos will be a little more
informative.
There's not going to be just a bunch of us sitting around talking. We'll actually just get straight into the action. And there will actually be videos with action, believe it or not. That is the intent. We're going to have cameras where we're going to be able to go mobile. We've got the laptop set up here. We'll be able to do Wi-Fi hotspots, so we can potentially even stream from the range if we can make it work.
And I've been told that we're allowed to do this at this gun show coming up in March.
Sweet. Then we're going to be able to stream and make a couple videos. We do also like to... how can
I have no idea.
We like to put our guns together ourselves, like the AR platform. You can customize a lot of those parts, and you can put them together yourself. If you buy the parts versus the whole gun, again, you get to customize, and you can usually get it done a little cheaper than if you buy just the full, completed, assembled gun. Now, without getting into, we are making these things for us. They are our guns that we have purchased parts for, and we are making.
Technically, we're not making; we're assembling.
Yeah, not making. Assembling, but we have purchased the parts, and we are assembling those parts just as you would an IKEA kitchen table. But they are for our use and for us to keep. We are not doing this to sell them. Make that little caveat there.
We will not sell any single firearms, bullets, or anything. We won't even sell gear off of this. This is just us to show you.
Exactly.
We will provide. We're making T-shirts. We're having stuff done. Hopefully, sell those to generate revenue to put back in and get better equipment and different guns and different products to test and say, you might look at this. For instance, let's say I'm looking to buy this FN pistol. Is it any good? How does it work? How heavy is it? How does it shoot? And you can send this in. We'll find that weapon if we're able to, and we will go to the range and run that for you, and you can look at it, and we'll give you a completely honest opinion. That's ours. It won't be, because you're going to find everybody. It's like we all love Berettas. I know a lot of people that don't like Berettas, and there's something wrong with them. I'm just kidding. But we all enjoy Berettas, every one of us. We usually carry one or two or three, or sometimes four of us all have Berettas at the gun show. We have a Beretta day. If you want to know about a certain Beretta, we can usually come between all of us. We can find one of those, and we'll take it, shoot it. We'll put it on a scale, weigh it fully loaded. So you can say, hey, it weighs this many ounces. We're going to go all the way through it for you. We're going to strip it down, show you how to clean it, put it back together. That'd be a fun thing to do. Since we all like Berettas, see who can strip the Beretta the fastest. Put it back together.
We could do that. That'd be a video.
It'd be a great video. Especially when I grab Jeremy's barrel and toss it so I can put mine back together quicker.
That's the way to do it. So yeah, we'll be going over different things like that. Again, there will be more action in future videos since we will. This was again just kind of introductory. But yeah, we can do an AR assembly because we always love those. We've gotten really good putting those together very quickly somehow.
I think we've assembled one about at every gun show
Pretty much at every
because
show.
I usually walk away with one from every gun show. So does he. Uh, it's just something that Second Amendment allows us to do because you can assemble your own firearm. Or what did we do now?
We're gonna have the. She says she would like to. I'm hoping she means she would like to do the Beretta disassembly.
You want to disassemble a Beretta, honey?
Get in on the competition. See who can take it apart faster. We can do that. You can be our guest. Yes. Perfect. Then yes, we will have guests.
And anybody that knows me knows that I do get kind of pissy if I lose because I'm one of those Ricky Bobby. Second sucks.
You ain't first, you're last.
Yep, second's the first loser. I've just always been very competitive in anything that I do. It's just, I don't know. I mean, to me, if you're not competitive, then you're always.
Is that why you got so butthurt when I put that AR together before you did?
Couldn't find the right tool and kiss my ass. I will say this: the sun shines on a dog's ass every once in a while.
Exactly.
Dog's ass, sunshine. But yeah, he did kind of put. I forgot why. It was that stinking roll pin? I have huge hands. Mechanic, huge hands, like broken fingers, like scratched like this. Anyway,
I washed for 10 years. I can't feel mine.
But anyway, I was having a bad day with a roll pin on a gas tube. If you've never dealt with one of those, you'll understand why if you ever do, because they're not much bigger than a hair, really. They're a pain in the ass.
Blame the roll tube.
I'm blaming the pin, not the tube.
Blame the pin. Whatever.
I've got 2 disassembled lowers here. We can
do it right now.
I'll kick your ass on the lower. You might beat me on the gas tube, but putting the lower together.
No, I can do the lower. Unless you got a drop-in trigger, that's cheap.
Is it?
We're gonna have to review that. Who can put a drop-in? I mean, it's not really even a concept.
Well, most drop-in triggers.
Drop-in is literally drop-in. That's why it's called drop-in trigger.
It usually has, anti-walk pins are a little bit, not trickier, but they're a little bit more in depth. I mean, you have to screw.
There's an extra step, so there's that. We can also do that in a video. Review what the advantages are or what platforms you might want to use the anti-walk pins in your trigger assembly. Because you buy one more often than not, like a fully assembled, more often than not, it does not have the anti-walk pins, and it functions perfectly fine, and it's not an issue. We'll discuss those kinds of things in detail as well.
And we'll also get in depth about, because the good thing about ARs, and I guess any firearms got them, your AK guys probably got it too. You have those that feel like if their AR didn't cost $2,000, then it's not that great, but I can spend about $800 and outshoot most of those because I shoot a lot. It's all about how much do you shoot, how often do you shoot, and are you using the rifle that you shoot all the time?
Exactly. You've got to know your gun. You shoot it, you become more familiar with it, you know your gun. That's what gives you accuracy, consistency. You can go spend $2,000 on a fully assembled AR-15, or you can go and spend $900 on one. The $2,000 might come with a little better optics, might look a little flashier, but it doesn't mean you're going to be able to shoot it any better. It might be dialed better, dialed in more, but again, it doesn't mean you're going to be able to shoot it any better because you've never shot that $2,000 gun before. So we'll go into more detail on those kinds of things as far as why that's not always the wisest option.
Or if you got the $2,000 and you want to go get one.
Yeah, we're not by any means saying you shouldn't. Because you should only spend this much. If you got the money, feel free. We wish we did.
Because every time you buy a gun, the Second Amendment gets a little stronger. and a little more, little bit, what I want to say, etched in history even further. That's why we're allowed to buy these weapons. And I should say we buy these tools. They're not really weapons. We are the weapon. We're the ones that pick it up. I mean, I can load this pistol, rack the hammer back, have one in the chamber, and literally lay there until it deteriorates to nothing over the course of 100 years or whatever, how long it takes. And it will never fire until I pick it up and work it and use the tool to have a lot of fun, because firearms are really fun. They really are a lot of fun.
They are. Yeah. They are fun. It's.
I enjoy them.
Well, it is a tool. It is a tool that you have fun using, and a lot of people wonder, why do you have to go out to a range? If it's a tool, why are you shooting it all the time? Why do you have all this gear? Well, same reason mechanic has a toolbox and a bunch of different parts cleaners and tool cleaners and things like that. You got to take care of it. You have to use it. You have to make sure that it's functioning properly. And you have to, again, you just have to use it because tools get used. And the more you use it, the better you are with it. So it is just a little more fun to use than a wrench.
Because I was a Ford mechanic for a while before I started doing what I'm doing now. I have a toolbox in my garage bigger than most cars. And it's full of tools that I used daily. And I kept the tools clean because they were my living. That's how I made my money. I know a lot of mechanics, and hopefully at some point they will get us all on here, and we'll even talk to some of them because they work hard. You would be surprised how hard a mechanic actually works, and how they're paid, and how the whole scheme works. If you want to do a Twitch, we can do a Twitch on that. It's not easy. And if you see the mechanics make $100,000 a year, they work hard. They work a lot of hours. It's why a lot of our tools, cost a lot of money. You want your tool to always be dependable. You want it not to break. You don't want. Yes, you can go to other places and buy, like, let's say, an impact for $80, or you can buy one from Matco, Mac, or Snap-on for $300 to $400, and in time you will buy 4 or 5 of those other ones because they keep wearing out, to where the other one is still going because you pay for quality. Slap the mic, sorry, I'm trying to play with stuff there. But like I said, we rambled, but that's just us getting used to this. We're going to do a couple more. We're going to.
Neither of us like talking in front of people.
So we're just kind of getting used to it.
Now we don't actually even have people. We have a lens, and we're hoping that there's people on the other end of it.
Eventually there will be.
So this is definitely new.
Yeah, and we really need Jeremy here. That would bring it all together. We get him wound up.
We'd stream for hours.
That'd be great. When we wind him up, because there's one story that I can tell. I won't even have to tell it to you. I can whisper it in his ear to where you won't even hear it, and you will see his demeanor change completely. And he knows the one I'm talking about, and it's awesome. Because he was always the one to be directly involved, poor guy. Then we'll have to talk about how I kind of accidentally burnt the dumpster down that one time. That totally kidding. Never happened.
No.
Before we do go, I'd like to ask you, there's 2 pistols I've laid here that nobody's touched them the whole time. Which one's loaded? Pick which one's loaded.
Me or them?
Them.
Oh.
We're just...
And we are going to edit some of the not so useful parts of these videos. We're trying to reach as many people as possible. So we're going to be streaming here on Twitch as long as they let us. And then we'll edit these videos down as needed. We're also going to make original videos to upload to YouTube. Not every single thing is going to come through Twitch. But some of these, for sure, why not? We're going to edit them down, take some of this useless stuff out, and upload to YouTube. So once this video hits YouTube...
Please like and subscribe.
Because it will. Like, subscribe. Please follow us there. Please follow us here and there, both. But as far as AR Charlie's question here, which of these is loaded? You can put that in the comment on YouTube as to which one you think it is. This is a Beretta, and this is FN. You can either put black and or tan, or you can put FN Beretta if you would like to be a little more accurate.
You can name them. I don't care. I mean, our comments.
You can come up with names for them. We have. Or we're not supposed to tell them that.
Oh, I name all my weapons or my tools. I name every one of them. Yeah, and their names do change depending on how well they're functioning that day.
This is true. So yeah, feel free to put that in the comments. We'll reveal which one was loaded in a later video. Let you know who's right and who needs work.
And slight hint when I say which one's loaded. Read between the lines and figure that out. You know what I mean? We don't tell them they're always loaded. We don't tell them. Okay. So I got to guess.
Yeah, you got to guess which one it is. So I guess we're gonna sign off.
See you later. Sayonara. Goodbye. What? I don't even know.
I'm gonna stick with
later.
Later. We will see you in future streams and/or videos. Hope you enjoy the content.
And they will get better. Everybody's first one is always kind of meh.
Your first one is. We're not gonna go there. Point is, we will have better videos, better content, more action, more explosions. We're just getting started. So
because I watched the entire Reacher season because it debuted yesterday on Amazon, and I am a huge fan of the books, the movies that the little guy did. I even like those, but this one is better. So we're going to go watch the first episode, let him watch it, and then we're going to do another Twitch on how he liked it, talking about it, because it has a lot of gunplay. It has everything the books. This one's more accurate as far as the way it was made. So,
little information as far as like scheduling. We do plan to at least upload at least one video to YouTube a week. We're hoping to get 2 to 3.
Yes.
Getting all of these things, getting scheduled as far as when we can all get together and do these things. That's going to be something we're working out. But we would plan to do at least one, hopefully 2 to 3 a week to YouTube. Twitch is going to be a little more on and off because we have full-time jobs. We are not rich. We can't just sit here and do this whenever we want. We do have full-time jobs. We work throughout the week.
I could play with guns all day. Trust me.
Same. If I could do this and sit here and talk about them and shoot them and get paid for it, that'd be great. But that's not the way it is.
Yet.
So currently, we are going to, like he said, we're gonna go watch a little movie, go come back, start streaming some more. Hopefully, there's some people on here later that want to join in.
And roast us. I don't care. Our comment section, use it.
Yeah, if you don't like us,
you know more than us. Use it. I mean, you're not. Trust me. You can't. You're not ever going to hurt my feelings. So
no,
I'm not sure I have one.
If you're making fun of us, you still watched us. Gotcha. We will be streaming. Hopefully, I'm sure you're okay with it. Next weekend for sure, we will stream on Twitch because I will be back down here. Because I also live like 60 miles away from here, so that makes things a little more challenging as far as scheduling Twitch.
Ask him where the other bag is.
Anyways, we will be streaming on Twitch. Yeah, asshole. Next weekend as well, for sure.
Another nickname.
Maybe during the day, maybe late at night, maybe both. Maybe we'll stream all day and just carry a camera around with us.
Because we're going to be up a while this evening working on some other stuff and getting this, more fine-tuned. And
yeah, we're going to try out a different camera. We're going to try and see if we can get the quality better. We're going to try and make sure we can get audio worked out. We've got a lot of working out the finer details to get done. Because I have only streamed one other time while I was playing a video game before this. I don't think you've streamed ever.
Never. Did you have the right bag with you when you did it?
I did, because I was in my house. Ass hat. And,
He loves me.
yes, I do. We will call each other names constantly through all of these. All of us.
He really likes Honey Boo Boo. Since his nickname's Boo, he really likes Honey Boo Boo.
Damn it, no, I don't.
He loves Honey Boo Boo.
Fucking
bitch.
But we do it all out of love.
Yeah, we do.
So yeah, I mean, we've streamed for over an hour now. So we're gonna edit this video down, take out some of these.
Yeah, we are. We're gonna edit the
We're gonna
whole
edit it to
damn
YouTube
thing.
friendly content. And we will upload this video right up.
That's the ice maker, or his balls dropping, whichever.
Both. So yeah, definitely catch us on YouTube if you didn't catch us here. Hopefully you can catch us on both. And again, put in the comments in YouTube which one you think it is, the FN or the Beretta, because that's going to be lots of fun to tell people. And we will catch you on the next stream and in the next video.
Damn straight. I'm out of whiskey. Well, I've got a little bit left. I got enough to do.
My ice all melted because I didn't have some fancy cube like you did.
Tell Honey Boo Boo to be calm.
All right, we're out, guys. In the words of Stanley Hudson, drive fast and leave a sexy corpse. No?
I like it. I'm gonna go with if you're gonna live hard, do it fast. Leave nothing left.
Exactly. See you guys later.